Now we are looking into how to run and step into Darwin Streaming Server. So first we run Darwin Streaming Server, and then we run from Darwin Streaming Server source code, and then we set a breakpoint in source code, and run from source code again. So Darwin Streaming Server is it consists of two parts: the admin web interface, which is developed with Perl, and the streaming server developed with C++. This part, the first part, can be accessed by web browser, and admin web interface communicate with the streaming server by RTSP, real-time streaming protocol. So admin interface get the parameter, the status of the streaming server by RTSP, and also admin interface can send command to the streaming server by RTSP. So first, let's look at how to install the streaming server. First, we need to install active Perl version larger than greater than 5.8 in order to run the admin server, and then we need to run the install the QuickTime to play video comes from the streaming server, and then if we have installed the streaming server previously, we need to stop the streaming server related process. So we need to stop this one. If we have installed streaming server, here is the process Darwin Streaming Server. We need to stop this this service, Windows service, and then we download Darwin Streaming Server to install Darwin Streaming Server. So we can download from this address, DSS macOS 4g.org releases.html. So here is the streaming server download site. Since we are run the Darwin Streaming Server on Windows platform, we just need to download this one. And after we download this, we get this file. Okay, so we get this installer. So we get this file. This Darwin Streaming Server, this execute binary file, the installer, we just need to unzip this file to this folder. And let's come into the folder. And here, in order to install, we just need to run this install.bat, and a command Windows will pop up, ask us to set the password, set the username, and then we come to this interface. Come to here. So which means we have succeeded. Darwin Streaming Server has already succeeded installed. Okay, so now let's look at this. The streaming server has already installed, and we can launch the web-based streaming admin server. And I just set the username and password, both of the username and password, to A. So now let's access this server, admin server, which is developed with Perl. So we come here. Okay, so now we log in the server. We can see the status of the server, the connected users. Now we don't have any connected users, and we can set the page refresh interval to 5 seconds, so that when we don't have connected users, we don't have relay, and we don't okay, now let's testing the streaming server. Open the QuickTime, Apple QuickTime, and open the URL. So before we open the URL, let's look at the installed streaming server on the folder. The streaming server is installed on C drive, program files, Darwin Streaming Server, and it's installed here. So we can see this is the streaming admin server pool, and this file is responsible for this web interface, this HTTP web admin web interface. And also here is the movies. So let's place one of the movies. Let's play this file, this one. Okay, we are going to play this video from streaming server. So now let's open the file, open the URL, input the URL, RTSP, localhost, and the file name, sample sample dash 300kb.mov. So I'm going to zoom this to have okay, so this is the address we are going to play, and this address is the address for this file. And in our case, we are not going to play from the system, from the file system immediately, directly. We are play this video from streaming server. Okay, so so we can see. Let me turn on the audio. We can see the video is play, and this video come from stream server. We can open this web page. Okay, let me close the audio again and connect the users. We can see here we can see now here is a client connected. The IP address, the bit rate, the number of bits sent, and the time connected. So let's open this again. It's still playing. Now it's playing to 49 seconds, and we can see here is 51 seconds. So, and the file name is this one, sample-300kb.mov. So now, which means we are succeeded in playing from the streaming server, but not from source code. So next step, we are going to run from the source code of Darwin Streaming Server. So let's stop the streaming server service here. Okay, close this. Stop the streaming server. Stop the service. Okay, now we are going to run from source code. So this is the source code that I downloaded from the Mac OS streaming server. Mac OS 4 to release Darwin Streaming Server. The version is 5.5.5, and here is the C++ project, Visual Studio project. So now let me enlarge the. So this is the project, and the project is under this folder. So Darwin Streaming Server, the source code folder, Windows NT support, the project folder, and this streaming server.dsw. And then we open this streaming server source code. This is the source code. So in our case, we are going to run the streaming server in debug mode. So in order to run from the debug mode, we need to do some setting, and program arguments -d, which means we are going to run from the debug mode. And in debug mode, there will be a window pop up, command window pop up. We can see whether the stream server is started successfully. So now debug streaming server, go. Okay, so this window pops up. This window pop up. Let's look at the contents in the window. Okay. So here we can see the streaming server first loaded some videos, some modules, and this module is not successfully loaded. It's okay. So we are looking at the other modules that have just loaded, and then this information tells us that the streaming server is done startup. Okay. So let's testing the run. Open the QuickTime interface and then open URL, the same URL. Okay, so now it runs again. So this time it's run from the source code. Okay, now let's stop this and stop the debug, and let's set up a breakpoint here, just anywhere. So let's set up a breakpoint on the entry point. So the code run from here. This is the entry point, and let's set up a breakpoint here. Okay, insert okay, so we have a breakpoint here, and then we debug again. Start a debug, and step go. And now the code stop at the breakpoint, so we can run this code step by step, step off. Okay, run the next line and step over, and we can set more steps on the different locations. And just mention here, the default installation folder is this folder, program files, Darwin Streaming Server. This is installed on this default file. So if we are running Streaming Server on Windows 8, and we need to change this folder to Windows 8 don't have this folder. Okay, so that's it.